Critical Wolf.
Get pissed at everything.
I was born right in the middle of the 90s, my earliest memory being maybe 97 and 98, so I think I was born at the right time for Nickelodeon shows. Nickelodeon was a channel released in 1979 as the first channel for children. Earlier Nickelodeon was, let's just say, ironing out some stuff. Most of the original shows they had at the beginning that weren't acquired by a different party were live-action shows from Canada, or game shows, or variety shows. That is, until 1991, when they released a show that would change how kid shows would be from then on. Ren and Stimpy. And, I guess, Doug. August 11th, 1991 was the premiere of 3 cartoons, Doug, Rugrats, and Ren and Stimpy, which all started the term Nicktoons. Throughout the years, other great Nicktoons would arrive, with the late 90s and the early 2000s being some of the best, I think. Angry Beavers, Cat Dog, Invader Zim, Fairly Odd Parents, Rugrats, again, technically because they stopped in 94, but then they started up again in 97, and they were great. Jimmy Neutron was good, My Life as a Teenage Robot, Danny Phantom, and fucking Avatar: The Last Airbender. And that's just naming a few of the original cartoons. The live-action shows were still great, and there were shows that weren't originally on Nick that they still showed on that channel. Plus, there was Cartoon Network. It was probably a prime time to be a kid. Why am I babbling about this? What's the point? Well, in October of 2021 showed the release of Nick All-Stars Brawl, and I'm a little late to the party. It took me about 2 weeks to get this game. Surprisingly, GameStop had this sold out for a while. And yeah, I got it on the PS5 because, well, I mean, look at this game. It was made for adaptive triggers, and it definitely needs a solid-state drive. This game seemed to be made to rival that of Smash Brothers, a fighting game featuring a collection of characters. In Smash, they were characters from different Nintendo games, and now also third-party games. In Nick All-Stars, it's characters from various Nicktoon shows. The 2 companies that developed this game, Ludosity and Fairplay, doesn't seem to have games prior to this one, but that's okay. In all fairness, we all start somewhere. Let's see what games the developer, Game Mill Entertainment, also made. Oh god, this game's gonna suck. Hey, remember when Nickelodeon games used to have those fun openings?
Nick, Nickelodeon!
Yeah, like that one. Well, here it is. It's just a logo, and that's it. Well, I don't see anything wrong with this title menu, do you? Well, okay, I lie. I actually do see something wrong here. There's 19 out of the 20 characters here, but why? What, you couldn't squeeze Tim Curry in here somewhere? This game only really has 3 game modes: online, who gives a shit, battle mode, and arcade. Battle mode consists of stock battles and timed battles, which when you get right down to it, it's kind of the same thing, and sports. You know, that one game mode every nerd playing this game in the basement would want. The only other game mode besides this is arcade, a small compilation of 7 rounds facing one of the 20 other fighters, and yeesh, this character roster is underwhelming. This is supposed to be the Smash Brothers of Nickelodeon, and they have a small collection of characters. Characters who make sense include the 3 Avatar characters, Aang, Toph, and Korra. And the SpongeBob characters make sense too, because they're probably the most popular and longest running animated show on Nick. Even Helga from Hey Arnold makes sense, but then you have head scratchers like Oblina from Real Monsters. Like, from the vast cast of characters from various shows, you chose Tim Burton's Walking Cane. I mean, I could see her as an assist trophy, but definitely not as a fighter. And April O'Neil. I mean, you had leads and Party Dude, but what about Cool But Rude and Does Machines? Why only the 2 of the Ninja Turtles and not the best one? You know, besides Kirby, the 5th Turtle. It's not even the 2012 April, who actually has ninja skills and can fight. No, they picked the April O'Neil, whose special ability is to get captured and need the turtles to save her. And before you say, oh, well, she's 16, they probably didn't want a kid to fight in this game. Aang is 12, Toph is 12, Danny Phantom was just 14 when his parents built that very strange machine, and Helga and Lucy Loud are 10, and Lincoln is 11. Because, you know, I think an 11-year-old is the best candidate to fight Godzilla. Oh boy, I can't wait to join Nick All-Stars. I'm gonna give it my all. Character design-wise, most of them are okay. I don't exactly know why, but Toph looks really odd. Ren looks like that grandpa who's still bitter about losing something in 1945, and Danny Phantom, while his character icon looks fine, his game model makes him look like he has elephantitis. The Turtles in April have their 1987 cartoon appearance, which, okay, that makes sense, that's probably the one everyone wants. Michelangelo has his nunchucks, so he's probably not playable in the UK. And Nigel Thornberry, well, yeah, he's the scariest thing in this game, look at him. I mean, sorry, Oblina. Yep, this is it, this is the game. See, it's just like Smash Brothers. Oh, wait, hold on, let me, There we go. Yeah, so it's Smash Brothers in spirit, but I have my issues with it. What you see is what you get, just a simple button mash against the opponent. Sure, there's blocking, jumping, sometimes up jumps, sometimes not, but this game is bare bones. Sure, characters have some kind of special attack, their taunts are reminiscent of the cartoons they're from, and the victory screen is another neat reference, but there's no items. There's no Final Smash-like attacks. There's only 3 game modes, 2 of them are basically the same. There are no characters to unlock, you get all 20 of them right away. And there's no alternate costumes. Yeah, you can have a match where everyone is the same powdered toast man, but good luck remembering who you are in the middle of the combat. I mean, I can think of several costumes you could give each of these characters. Hell, you could have just made some palette swaps and that would have been good enough. But no, there's nothing. Oh, wait, nope, I'm sorry, I tell you a lie. You can unlock something. You play through the arcade as a character and you unlock...
Nothing! Absolutely nothing! Stupid! You're so stupid!
Okay, well, you unlock 4 things. A picture of your character, another picture of your character, a picture of your character's map, and the music that goes with it. That's not a reward. I thought maybe, okay, I played it on very easy just to get used to the game. Maybe that's why I got nothing. But no, I played as SpongeBob on medium, beat it, and got the same rewards. How arcade difficulty works is this. You start out with 5 lives, and the opponent starts with 1 life on the easiest difficulty. Then each difficulty you go down 1 life, and the CPU goes up 1 life until you reach the medium, where both sides have 3 lives. Hard and hardest finally make it difficult, but the CPU is still terrible. So really, the harder difficulty is the more tedious you want the CPU to be. And it doesn't really make them smarter, because the AI is dumb, with the easiest being brain dead and the easiest to fight, clearly shown with a mutant turtle with years of ninja arts under his belt, against a 10-year-old goth.
Turtles fight with honor!
And in sports mode, the AI can't seem to get it into the hoop, but I still lost because I would accidentally hit it into my own goal. 3 times. God, I suck at sports both in real life and in the virtual world. But they couldn't score is what I'm saying. Now, you might say, well, there's multiplayer. But with no items and lack of game mode, most likely you're going to get bored and decide to go play a different game. Like Smash Brothers. Or better yet, how about a game in the same boat as Nickelodeon All-Stars? Cartoon Network Punch Time Explosion. This game had 24 characters, items, assist trophies, with certain characters giving bonuses to certain characters. Not only different game modes, but an arcade mode and a story mode. And alternate costumes. And it was only $40 when it came out. 10 less than Nickelodeon, and what do you get here? Creepy monster guy staring at us in the options, football head, and nothing that makes this game worth $50. Oh, but wait, I hear you say, there are even more characters coming and potentially voice acting in this game. But since Nickelodeon seems to have a hard time finding voice actors that sound even close to the previous voices for those characters, I'm not going to hold my breath.
Why, in my day, a youngster knew how to run a snack bar, and he'd walk 15 miles through the snow to get there, too.
Yeah, right, old dude.
When I was a spud, me and my brother Sparky used to go trick-or-treating door to door. Of course, in those days, it was 15 miles to the next house, and those were real tricks, and real ghosts, mind you.
Real ghost pop.
And me and Sparky weren't scared of nothing.
Silver Beagle. Angelica? Were you playing with Grandpa's phone? Son, have you ever had an elephant sit on your back?
Once in a video game, why?
Now you're missing the point. I pulled my back out.
Wow. Anything I can do?
Nah, Liv. I just won't be making it to the march. I've never missed one in 50 years.
Lou, that's tough. Do you want to talk about it?
Rather not.
And yeah, you're right, there are DLC characters coming. 2 are already confirmed. You want to guess who it is? I bet you can't guess what the second one is. Well, the first one is Shredder. Well, okay, that makes sense. I would prefer the other 2 turtles first, but Shredder's fine. He's a cool character. Although, it's most likely going to be the pink shirt Shredder from the 80s, so not that cool. And get ready for this. The second character? It's Garfield. Yeah. I guess it's to help promote the new show coming out, but come on, there's so many other characters you could have done. And I do, in fact, have a small list. Allow me. Ralph and Donnie, oh, big shock there. One of the Rocket Power kids? I mean, yeah, sure, they're kids, but they can't be any younger than Lucy! How about Timmy Turner? He could have Wanda or Cosmo be part of his attacks, or he could be Clef the Boy Chin Wonder. Or better yet, why not the Crimson Chin? When voice acting is implemented, you can even get Jay Leno to reprise his role. Yes, seriously, look it up. And Crash Nebula. Jimmy Neutron. How about Quellman? I mean, it could be Doug, but let's face it, he's too much of a loser on his own. It would probably have to be his power fantasy. Zuko, Azula, the Angry Beavers, Daggett and Norbert, Rocco. Let's get another Hey Arnold character in. Let's get Grandpa Phil. You know, that's the kind of person I think of to fight Reptar with. And you know what? Grandpa Lou, the cool one that fought in World War II, not that hippie one. God, I hate that reboot. But let's have a Grandpa versus Grandpa match. Rudy or Snap from Chalk Zone. XJ9, I mean, how could you forget about her? Manny from El Tigre. I mean, why stop at Nickelodeon Originals? With Garfield coming out, we could probably get away with bringing in characters that aren't originally Nick shows, like, I don't know, some Power Rangers. There's a huge selection to choose from. The Red and Pink Ranger, though, would probably be the most likely choice. The Muppet Show, that was on Nick apparently. Let's get Kermit. Hell, DBZ Kai was on Nicktoons. Get Goku in here, bring in the Smash Brother fans who want him. And that's just a small list of the characters. I could keep going, but that was 20 characters. That was double the roster. And you don't even have to stop at the cartoons. You could do the live action shows, or at least have stages that reference them. Overall, this game kind of feels like a Flash game, and well, technically that's because it is. Nick All-Stars Brawl is technically the 7th game in a web browser series on Nick's website, and that one time they made a mobile port. It started in 2009, so this franchise has been going around for over 10 years. But just because the other games were Flash games doesn't mean we should be giving Nick All-Stars a free pass. They should know what works in these types of games. Hell, there was a better and more successful series that started 20 years ago. And hell, Smash Bros.'s first entry was arguably more better than Nickelodeon's 7th entry. It seems like all these games try to emulate Smash Bros., but every single one of them keep missing the mark. Hell, even WB Games wants to start a Smash game. Which of course I'm going to play it. I want the ultimate battle of Shaggy versus Gandalf. Just a quick update, they posted the multiverse trailer before I finished editing this video, so I thought I'd put this in. Yeah, it looks to be lower roster and Gandalf nowhere to be found, but it's free to play and more characters are hinted at. And the characters already there, they're voiced and have alternate costumes. I mean, come on, Nick All-Stars. And that, unfortunately, is Nickelodeon's All-Stars Brawl. While fun with friends, I really can't recommend it at its current asking price of $50. Hell, I can't even recommend it at $20 with its current state. If you, for some reason, have to play this game, wait until it's on sale. So, Butt Ugly Monsters DLC when?
Happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy, joy, happy, happy, joy.